right. Welcome back, everybody, to Empyrion Galactic Survival. I'm Know-It-All DM. How's everybody doing today? I'm doing great, hanging out with Fractal, playing our Dark Heart playthrough. So how you doing?
I am good.
So it looks like we need to go get some copper and electronics and stuff.
And random repairs.
Where should we go to get copper and electronics and stuff? Should we try to go and salvage some more stuff like we have?
I think, well, we need iron mostly, so I think we should just go to the asteroid, the Prometheus asteroid.
And grab crushed stone?
And get the dirt.
Okay, we'll go to the Prometheus asteroid and grab crushed stone. It is...
Yeah, I don't have your marks. Oh, there it is. Left. Port.
Yeah, I was seeing the reject on my thing. Okay, it is this direction.
And there are probably a bunch of ships along the way, so we can probably hit them on the way back, I guess.
Well, I think all the ones that are near it, we've already gotten. What we really need to do is get some stuff to make some ammunition and go back to that derelict ship.
Oh yeah, that's why we
need the alien
iron.
One.
Yeah, that's why we need the iron. The one we were at a couple episodes ago. And died.
I just randomly gained 300 experience points.
Awesome. I just caught up with you.
I think it's for discovering something, but it doesn't tell us what you discover in space, so...
Actually, I've noticed in the experimental now, when you get near an asteroid that has material that you need, and it goes blip, you find it like a POI and it stays there.
Interesting.
It'll stay on the map. It won't stay on your HUD forever unless you mark it at, but it will be on your map.
That didn't happen with this in this game, though.
I was playing just vanilla.
Yeah.
They should add some, like, asteroids that are mineable, but there's no minerals. It's just rock.
Well, they should do that with all the asteroids in the asteroid field.
And there's still tons of Prometheus. Oh, did this regenerate?
It may have.
Because it looks fresh. Yay. I jumped out of the ship.
I gotta say, though, I do like the new resource drill on the salvage tool, the survival tool.
And it's even faster when you get an actual drill.
Oh, yeah.
Though I've noticed this one's a little finicky. If you're looking at a surface rock that's at an angle, it'll go like, huh? And it'll slow down. I'm just going straight through.
Yeah.
Hey, I made a hole.
I remember when back when the drone couldn't drill and you had to make little I prefer it where the drone couldn't drill and you actually had to go into the surface mines and gather the stuff by hand and stuff, like, you know,
and pick them up.
Well, yeah, even if you didn't have to pick them up, you actually had to go into the deposit yourself. And I miss those days because nowadays we just throw a drone out and mine it all up. It's not as, I don't know, realistic, I guess, you know, because what I would do is I would put a mine on top and I would build down with elevators so that we could mine the entire interior, and it looked like a mining operation rather than, oh, we just used a drone to gather all the stuff.
But now you can't even build on deposits anymore.
You can in single player, and you can disable the no grief zone in multiplayer.
Last time I played on a public server was on Alion's own servers. Back in the days when the hotbar was on the left side of the screen.
Oh yeah, I remember those
That was
days.
a long time ago.
I think they changed that in like Alpha 4. Yeah, there's a lot I miss about the old days that I wish they would bring back, but it's just a nostalgia thing, really, because the hotbar does make more sense to be on the bottom than on the side.
Yeah. I thought they had it on the side just to be different.
I did too, and then they changed it. I'm like, oh, okay, well, just be like every other game then. See, what I wish they would do is I wish that they would have the asteroids so that the resources, you cannot see them from the outside on some of them. On others you can, but have it set up like random resource, and it, you know, makes it so that you can't see it from the outside. You actually have to drill into it to figure out what it is. And then you could have like a scanner or a sensor on a capital vessel that you can scan the asteroids, and it'll say like promethium detected or iron detected, and then, you know, then you wouldn't have to drill into it to figure it out from that.
I guess the problem they're having making that work is that they don't want to make it so easy to do. They want to balance it out so it's not super easy and overpowered to find resources in space.
I mean, right now they have it so that, you know, you can see what everything is on the outside of the asteroids just by flying by it, and it's labeled, you know.
The only reason why they have detectors now is because they made a planet playfield so huge they had to add something.
Right. I'm just waiting for them to make a capital vessel detector.
Oh yeah. I have 426 rock and 69 promethium.
I've got 293 rock and 166 promethium.
Wow, this thing's looking like Swiss cheese.
Now you know why they say the moon is made of cheese.
This is an asteroid.
It's a resource asteroid that someone drilled into.
It'll just auto-fill in a couple days.
Right? Wait a minute. If it hasn't auto-filled already, does that mean that there's someone constantly on the moon?
It's God. His name is Ilion.
Okay.
Or her name. I don't know.
I miss the mechanical drill, to be honest.
Well, there's still mechanical drills on the hover vessels.
Yes, that's true, but it's not the same as drilling mechanically by hand, you know.
Yeah, I haven't tried the hover vessel drilling yet. Plus, I got that giant one now.
Oh yeah, I hope they change the model of the giant one to look more like an actual core driller with like the gear like drill bit, if you know what I'm talking about.
Not really, but it just looks like the regular drill that's just kind of stretched out, looking kind of weird.
Yeah, I know what it looks like now, but I'm hoping that they change it so that it looks completely different, so that it. I don't know the best way to. Okay, have you seen Stargate?
Yes, I think I know what you're
Stargate
talking about. It'll have
SG-1.
like if you look at like a tunnel boring machine, it has multiple drill bits all spinning in different directions everywhere.
Yeah, something like that. Because in SG-1, there was one point where they were drilling into the surface of, I forget what the name of the planet was, but it was one with, I forget what they were trying to do.
Probably drill down to another gate they found, probably.
Well, no, because they used a gate to get to that planet. They were trying to drill to help the inhabitants of the planet.
Oh, okay.
Like relieve tectonic pressure to stop earthquakes or something like that. And it was there. It was the technology of the people they like on the planet. So it wasn't really, you know, it wasn't really anything, you know, that they were doing wrong or anything. But there was a Goa'uld trying to stop them, and there was a Goa'uld trying to help them. And I don't know if the Goa'uld trying to help them was actually a Tok'ra or not. I don't think so. I think it was an actual Goa'uld. But I
wannabe Tok'ra.
I remember the mining ship. No, he just had his own reason for wanting the planet to survive, you know. But
because he's God on that planet, probably.
No, that planet was an independent planet, which was odd. But okay, I've got a lot of rock and a lot of promethium. I say it's time to head back to the Aurelian.
All right, let me just finish this off here. I think I got at least over 500 in the cargo bay now, the cargo container.
So I did fix the play fields so that the Starship Graveyard has one asteroid of each of the primary materials, plus like iron, copper, and silicon, and then one asteroid of promethium and one of pentaxid. So that, you know, if you want to take the time to find those, you can, and if you just want to salvage things off of ships and stuff, you can do that too.
In Dark Heart or Star Salvage?
Dark Heart in this game right here. That way, because since it's supposed to be a multiplayer campaign, I didn't want, you know, people to start in here and someone have already taken all the good loot and everything and then be like, oh, well, I guess we can't really do anything now. You know, so they could actually always go salvage the iron, copper, silicon from the resource asteroids and, you know, be able to escape the system, you know, on their own if, you know, after salvaging, you know, and building small vessels and such.
For some reason, the ship is now called Mode LDM.
That's because I'm seated in the pilot seat. Anytime someone's in control of a ship, it lists it as their. All right, we are on our way home to the Aurelian.
Over 600 rocks. Crushed stone.
Yeah, I got 537 crushed stone on my own.
And 171 promethium.
I got 177. I'm getting a little peckish. I might need to get some food once we get back there. Eat some of them steaks I grilled up.
Oh, yeah. But I have drinks in the fridges here.
They're vegetable steaks, but still.
Veggie burgers.
Because they were made from, you know, the vegetable plant matter and all that. But apparently, because of the way that food works in the future, it tastes just like a regular steak, so nobody complains.
Yeah, everything's vegan in the future, apparently.
Everything's potentially vegan in the future
Yeah, except we
because
still have milk. Well, even the milk is made from plant protein.
yeah, you can make plant protein milk. So the only thing you can't do is eggs.
That's true.
I'm just waiting until they give you the ability to tame creatures, and which they may or may not do. But and I can make my own chicken. Because wouldn't it be awesome if you could, like, tame up some chickens and just grow your own eggs?
Tame some dinosaurs. And
I mean, obviously they wouldn't be actual chickens. They would be space chickens.
okay, let me transfer over stuff.
Yeah, you start transferring. I'm going to go get food. With my epic assault rifle that's got a lot of ammo.
I have a tier 2 pulse rifle. Okay, where is the...
You got ammo on it?
Nope. Oh, well, yeah, what it came with it, but it's like 20 or something like that. Can't find where it is. There it is. And where did you put yours in the input?
I may have done the... No, it's in the... what do you call it? The parts box that had a lot larger capacity. I think it's like extra parts or
Found
something
it.
like that.
Yeah, there's also vegetables in here.
I ate a pizza.
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 Oh crap, I had the wrong one.
Say what?
I don't know where I had logistics and I grabbed the vegetables that I saw on that thing, and then I was gonna put it in here, but it wasn't on my personal inventory. Oops. Now
Yeah,
I'm too far away.
I've done that before. Yeah, it's too bad we don't have any more milk to make cheese with.
Well, you make it with the vegetables, right? But you need water.
I'm putting the hot beverages in the kitchen counter over here.
Yeah, those don't spoil, huh?
Nah. Okay, let's see what else we can make up.
Ammo.
I need... Okay, let's see. What kind of ammo do you need? Projectile rifle rounds?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can make it in the other constructor. What do we need for ammo? I forget.
Don't move the stuff out. Use just the one constructor because we use all the stuff for it. I'm going ahead and making up some projectile rifle rounds too. I'm grabbing these vegetables you put in here.
Yeah, that's where I put it. Okay.
You also put your bandages in there.
I did?
Or a bandage.
Yeah, you gave me 2 of them. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is.
It should be in the top right.
Yeah, I got it. Making a switch?
Yeah, I need some switches on the ship.
Okay. So are we at, I don't think we're at the level to arm that ship with its lasers that it has. I think that's
What do
like
you
level
mean?
level 20 to make the, because he mounted it with like plasma lasers or something like that on the small vessel.
No, the small vessel just has rail guns and rocket launchers.
Okay, so but the railguns is level 15,
Yeah.
and just the regular rocket launchers is 10 or 7.
Yeah, we could go ahead and make ammo for the regular rocket launchers.
Does it have Gatling guns?
No, because with a ship of that size, it'd be hard to control. That's why I only use the rocket things, the rail guns, and the
Okay.
like the one shot things where you can just one shot and do a lot of damage.
The railguns are hit scan, aren't they?
What do you mean?
Hit scan means that when you shoot, it hits the target directly. There's no projectile movement.
Technically, it does have a projectile, but the projectile speed is extremely, extremely fast.
Okay, so it's not hit scan.
Looking at it in here, it says, like, does it say? It says, all right, it doesn't actually say what the projectile speeds for any of the weapons are.
No.
Just the, yeah. I wish it did, but
And you know, it's like when you're using miniguns, you'll see a visual projectile firing, but it has nothing to do with when you're hitting it.
right, just like with the pistols and the handheld weapons.
Right.
The railguns may be hit scan, but they have a small explosive radius. So even though it doesn't say radius on here, it's got a small radius, like I think it's like a 1 block radius, where if you hit the center of a block, it only damages that block. If you hit the corner of a block, it'll damage the surrounding ones next to that corner or something like that. I could be wrong. It has been known to happen. But railguns are basically snipers. That's what it is.
Yeah. Let me make shotgun ammo too. But I can't make shotgun ammo. I have to unlock it.
So, did I tell you what updates with the next season of Ultimate Iron Man are going to entail?
Some of it, but none of it I can remember though.
You know how certain POIs have defensive rocket turrets and stuff around?
The one with the guided rockets?
Guided rockets and all that.
Okay. Usually they just have plasma or something.
Well, this in this next one, the mission POIs on the starter planet and some of the other planets, as well as like the drone base and such on the starter planet, has a few rocket missile things around it, but you can't damage them because they're admin.
Uh-oh.
Except the core is exposed and damageable, and it's the only damageable part of it. So you have to actually shoot the core. But the good thing is the rockets only target small vessels and capital vessels. They do not target hover vessels or players on the ground. So you could take a hover vessel up in there and take out the turrets, the rock anti-air guns, and then take a small vessel in to take out the rest of the base.
So they don't target vessels, small vessels?
They target small vessels and capital vessels, but they do not target hover vessels or players on the ground.
Okay, so I can take in a hover vessel that's armed to the teeth and have them all programmed to target just the core.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, and have it, and when you get close to those, it'll start taking them out. That's
the core's exposed? Is it like the... Because the only POI that comes to mind that's like that is the colony.
Well, it was a custom one. It's basically just the gun with with a little base, and the core is on the base on one side of the base. So you have to be facing the correct side of the base to be able to hit the core. It also has the sentry turrets, the sentry guns, which will defend against ground assault.
Okay, I can handle that.
Yeah. But
are
later,
they destroyable, or are the sentry guns destroyable?
Nope.
Nothing is.
The only thing destroyable on there is the core. Yep. Okay. But also, when you're going in, and it'll actually tell you this in the PDA if you read it. What's up with those turrets and everything. So people who don't read the PDA, yeah.
That'd be funny.
But later, around the final mission, there's actually a space variant of this that's just armed to the teeth with lasers and rockets and all this. But you can hit there's 2 explosive blocks on either side of the core, which you can attack from one direction or the other, on sort of like a flat plane. So like you can only attack it from the front and the back. And if you hit the explosive block, it'll blow the core and the other explosive block.
Okay.
But the guns and stuff on there have like a 1 kilometer range. So yeah, you need to be in a armed to the teeth capital vessel or small vessel or something
with
of that.
With shields, which my
yes.
gunship is. I just fitted it with a shield, so.
Which, for the record, a couple of the POIs have shields now for the next season.
That's okay.
They have a way on the interior for you to pull a switch and turn off the shield, because the shield also protects the interior, meaning it protects the spawners. So,
wow. So that's weird. So it's like,
yeah. Well, basically all the shield does is make it so that every block in there is indestructible until the shield's gone. So I made a way for you to turn the shield off with switches in most of the POIs that have shield.
If you can get in there.
I mean, it's not that hard to get in them because a lot of them have like public doors, but they'll have, turrets protecting them that you have to take out to get in there, and you have to deal with the shields and then the turrets. So
there's 1,000 ammo in there now.
So let's see what we got here.
I have 840 on me.
Okay. I now have 1,000 on me, so I'm going to put the other 279 in the thing for.
It's still making more though.
And I'm going to keep upgrading the vessel we got, the small vessel.
Oh no, it can't make any more ammo. I can't even make shotgun shells.
Why not?
It needs copper. We must be out of rock already. That was fast. So yeah, there's 10 rocks left.
Oh, I believe it. Well, it takes 15. I think 15 rocks to make 1 ore, which takes 5 ores to make a ingot. So
15 times 5 is, I forget.
75.
Yep, goes pretty quick. It did make a lot of ammo though.
Of course, by 1 ingot, I mean actually 10 ingots. But
that's true. It made another 119 after that. Where's the ship? Oh. Where'd you put the ammo?
In the box that I pulled it out of, the thing it was making.
No, you said you're going to store it on the SV. Where are you going to put it?
Oh, ammo box.
Ammo box, okay. The one with the container ammo box? The controller?
Yeah, there's a container controller ammo box in the cargo hold.
Yeah, I'm in there, but I thought you put the ammo in here. I put
Well,
mine
that's
in
where
here.
I'm going to be putting ammo, but I put the rifle rounds that I was giving you back in the box that was from the constructor.
Oh. Okay, so what should we do next?
I'm trying to figure out what color this thing is. Oh, it's black. Okay. The floor in here is actually black. That's weird. It doesn't look black to me. Okay. Let's see this. Gonna have to reconnect that.
Oh, you're putting those switches down that you made?
Yeah.
Yeah, there were some sliding. Yeah, they're right there, but they're stuck open now. There we go.
All you gotta do is flip the switch.
Oh, I thought that was the switch you were installing.
No, it was already there.
I wonder if they're going to add those half-block windows they have for bases and CVs. They can do them in small vessels. Because like right here would be a perfect spot for it.
Half block window? What?
Yeah, they're like half-height block windows. The armored windows you see for CVs and bases.
Yes.
And they've added
I
more
know
shapes
what
to
you're
it.
talking about. Yeah.
And they're like double pane too.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they should put them in. They should make it for SVs.
Yeah, they should. I agree. If nothing else, for aesthetic purposes. Okay.
Random repairs. Just now starting to get used to the layout of the ship. Well, we could spend an hour getting more rock. Well, we are armed. We can go attack a ship.
Yeah, we could. Oh, here's a couple of cargo boxes I need to replace. There we go.
Are there loot containers on those alien-infested ships?
Maybe? I think so. Yeah, there's loot containers on them.
Okay. So maybe we can find the stuff we need there, the good stuff. Maybe a warp core or something like that.
Yeah. Sounds like a plan. don't know if we can find a warp core, but we could probably find the stuff to make said warp core.
Yeah, we could maybe like a large engine for something and then break it down.
First, let's see. Hold on. Because we really need to have better armor if we're going to be doing that, do we not?
Yeah.
How? I don't think we'd be able to, because we have some medium armors. They're just empty of oxygen.
Yeah, there is air in the ship, but it's not a whole lot. It's like 8%, 7%.
Yeah. Okay, let me do this real quick. Let me go ahead. Do we have those extra suits of armor that I made up? Let me go ahead and I'm going to switch over. That suit is empty. That one is also empty. Why are you putting empty suits back in the armor locker?
I put them in. Wait.
Empty suits go in the storage.
Yeah, well, they wouldn't all fit on a locker.
No, they go in the
In this controller.
You see
here.
the storage? Yeah.
The one that's in here though, on the
Yeah,
left.
but you had two of them in the locker on the left.
Oh, but I had because I grabbed them all and I was looking through all of them.
If it has some oxygen left, leave it on the right side, on the right
Locker?
armor locker. And if it has full oxygen, I want them on the left locker.
And if you don't know or you died, put in the middle one.
Okay.
We don't have any like armor boosters, I suppose.
Armor boosters.
I didn't
we
see
do
any.
actually, but the problem is with these suits, we can only equip either the EVA or the, because we only have 2 slots for it. We got armor boosters and multi boosts back here, but
back down here.
yeah, down there in the armor locker.
Oh, okay. Well, I can do without the radiation boost.
Yeah, that's why I've got an oxygen boost and a and the EVA. That being said, that means I have no armor value at all. So
okay. Should we go to the ship that we died at
then.
before? I forget what the name of it was.
I don't remember which one that was, but I think there's another one over here that's an easier one.
Okay. Is that the one that's story-bound, mission-based?
No, this one over here it's just, you know that long one with the hanger in the middle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember this ship. It's huge, too. Ooh, it's got armor, too. And turrets.
Yeah, this has a lot of stuff we could loot if we can get
Does it have
rid of
gravity
the alien core. Maybe. I'm not positive.
I'm seeing gravity on the icon on the bottom left.
Then yeah. We got grav.
Whoa.
You got out a little too early. I'm turning around to get the back of the ship. Trying to get the back of the ship down on
Back that ass up.
Thing.
If we core this, could we just keep it?
It's actually a base, not a capital vessel.
Oh.
So yes, but it wouldn't fly. Okay.